Welcome to the Handed Down Kitchen, where we bring antique recipes out of the past and back into the kitchen. Today we'll be using a now 93-year-old recipe to make these individual hot chocolate puddings served with a sweet marshmallow sauce. This is a very quick and easy recipe that uses mainly store cupboard ingredients, a pudding you can whip up at a moment's notice. We found this recipe in the Hot Sweets chapter of our copy of BestWay's Cookery gift book, which was published in 1928. It claims to make 6 small puddings, but we only got 2 out of the original amounts, and to make them you'll need the following ingredients. 1 ounce, that's 28 grams of butter, the same amount of sugar, the same amount of plain flour, and the same amount of cocoa powder, half a teaspoonful of baking powder, 1 egg, 4 ounces, that's 113 grams of marshmallows, and some water. As you do for most cake and pudding recipes, start by creaming together the sugar and butter in a mixing bowl until they're light and fluffy. The recipe doesn't tell us exactly what sort of sugar to use. We used what we had, which was golden caster sugar. Next, crack in your egg and mix it in. Then add the flour and cocoa to the bowl and sift these in together before mixing them in to combine. There's a lot of cocoa going into these puddings, the same weight of cocoa as flour, which is why they turn out such a lovely and dark colour. Even at this stage you can see that you don't get much out of the original amounts. We later went back and made another lot to get 4 puddings altogether. And lastly, mix in half a teaspoonful of baking powder. Butter some small plain moulds well. We're using dariole moulds, but you can use small pudding basins instead, although these do tend to be bigger, so bear that in mind. Fill these 3/4 full, as the puddings do rise a bit as they bake, and put them in the oven to bake at 180 degrees Celsius, that's 350 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4, for about 20 minutes. About 5 minutes before the puddings are ready, make your marshmallow sauce. Pour the marshmallows into a saucepan set over a medium heat and pour in a little water to start with. We began with 60 millilitres. Stir gently over a medium heat until the marshmallows have dissolved, adding more water if you prefer a runnier sauce. When they've all dissolved and you have a pourable consistency, the sauce is ready to use. We wanted ours to be quite thick, so we didn't add any more water. Now our puddings are ready. We're going to carefully level the tops while they're still hot so that they'll sit nicely on their plates. Turn them out and serve with plenty of marshmallow sauce. The puddings themselves aren't very sugary, so the marshmallow sauce does a good job of sweetening the dish up. And that's all there is to it. Quick, easy and gorgeous 1928 hot chocolate puddings with marshmallow sauce. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave us a like, and if you'd like to see us recreate more antique recipes, be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can also find full instructions for this recipe and many more on our website, linked in the description box below.